Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be showing you 15 themed doodles that you can do in your bullet journal using the stencils that I have. Let's get into it. So as you can see, I stenciled everything first with pencil so that I didn't make any mistakes. So the first section of doodles that I want to show you is flowers. There are quite a few different flower doodles in the stencil set that I have. Again, I will link the stencils that I have in the description down below. It's a set of 6 stencils, I think. So this is the selection of flowers that are in all 6 stencils. There's a selection of different leaves and kind of daisy looking flowers. And then there is this kind of what I want to call a wreath, maybe like a half wreath. I'm not actually sure what you'd call this, but that's what I'm calling it, which looks quite cool. The next section that I want to show you is birds. There's only a couple of bird doodles in the stencil. There's a sort of robin bird and then the twitter bird. I also done this kind of 2-year-old drawing of birds. That's just 2 wavy lines. The next section is food. These aren't the best stenciled doodles really. So first we have a pizza that looks nothing like a pizza, a burger that looks nothing like a burger, then an ice cream, which is a bit better, and then a knife, fork and spoon. Section 4 is drinks. So the first little doodle is a coffee cup or a coffee sign, and then we have a cocktail glass, then a kind of to-go mug, then a wine glass and a bottle, which I like to think is a wine bottle. The next section is lights. These are longer doodles that you could do at the top or the bottom of pages in your bullet journal. So the first one is sort of like Christmas lights, like you know the circular lights that you can put on trees and stuff. And the second is a kind of typical light bulb shaped string of lights, again like you could put on your Christmas tree. So these would be good for like December spreads. The 6th section is hearts. These are probably my favourite doodles that you can get in my stencil set. The first is kind of like a string of hearts. So again, these would be good for the top or the bottom of pages to make them look more decorative. The second is just a typical heart. The third is a bigger heart with a smaller heart cutting into it. And the 4th and final heart for this section is a heart with an arrow going through it. So sort of like Cupid's heart. So these would be good for like a Valentine's spread, or just a February spread because Valentine's Day is in February. Section 7 is banners. There are loads of banners in the stencils that I have. I personally use these stencils to make headers for any spreads that I want to look a bit more decorative. So for example, I could use the ribbon one and do like write mood tracker in the middle of it, just to make my mood tracker look a bit more decorative. So there are mainly kind of ribbon style banners, and then there are some arrowhead ones. There's a bunting style banner as well in there. The 8th section is socials. So we have a Wi-Fi doodle, a little text bubble, a phone, we have the Snapchat ghost, the Twitter bird that we've seen before, the F for the Facebook logo, another little chat bubble, and then a little envelope for like emails and stuff. So if you want to track any of your socials, you can do that there. And that is the close-up of all of those ones. Section 9 is weather. So these are all the little doodles that have anything to do with the weather, really. So the first one is a snowflake. The second is a lightning bolt. Then we have a cloud with the sun shining through, just a normal cloud, 2 clouds, then a sun, and then probably my favourite doodle, because I think it's adorable, we have a little umbrella. Section 10 is fitness and well-being. So if you want to track things like exercise, you can use these doodles to decorate it. First we have a little man or woman doing yoga. Then we have a muscly arm, a trainer is next, and then finally a book. Section 11 is party or birthday doodles. So if you're tracking what you got for your birthday or you're planning a party, you can do these doodles. So we have a present, a balloon, a shopping cart in case you want to track like what you're buying people for their birthdays, and then the bunting banner that we've seen before. Section 12 is quite a small section. It's music, so we have musical notes and then a pair of headphones. The 13th section is travel, so we have a little island, like a tropical island, and then we have a really adorable taxi doodle. That's probably one of my favourites as well. Then an airplane, then a camera, because who travels without taking pictures of the place that they go to? Then an Eiffel Tower, and then also a dollar sign. The 14th section is arrows. There are so many arrow doodles in the stencil set that I have. I'm not going to do too much talking, so enjoy the music while I finish these off. And finally, the last section of doodles are just a collection of my favourite doodles from my stencil set that I couldn't really group together. So first of all, we have this sort of what reminds me of a photo frame, then a big water droplet or teardrop, I guess. Next is the house doodle that we've seen in the last the last video that I put out. Then we have the clipboard doodle that was also in the last video, a top hat and a bow. And this is all of those up close. So yeah, they're all the doodles that I could group together from my stencils. There are a lot more things in the stencil that you can draw. I just couldn't group them together to show you all of them. If you would like a video of me showing you everything that you can draw from my stencil set, I am more than happy to do that. Just let me know in the comment section below. So these are the final doodles up close. And yeah, that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!